Ever wonder why you can't keep running forever or why your phone eventually dies? Well, it all boils down to one crucial thing: energy. Energy, in its simplest form, is the capacity to do work. It's what makes you sprint, your phone light up, and the stars twinkle in the sky. Let's imagine you're running a race. You start off with a lot of energy, but as you keep going you feel yourself getting tired. That's because you're using up your energy. The same applies to your phone. It works fine until the battery, its energy source, runs out. There are different types of energy too. When you're at the starting line, ready to sprint, you have what we call potential energy. The moment you start running, that potential energy turns into kinetic energy. And if you've ever noticed your phone getting hot, that's thermal energy at work. So you see, without energy, nothing would happen. It's what keeps the world moving. Now that we know what energy is, can you think of how it's used in your everyday life? Well, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're cooking your favorite meal. The heat from the stove, that's thermal energy. It's transforming those raw ingredients into a delicious dinner. And what about when you're riding your bike to the park? That's kinetic energy in action, the energy of motion. You know the feeling of a cool breeze from your air conditioner on a hot day? That's electrical energy, converted into mechanical energy, which then creates the cool air. Even when you're just chilling out, scrolling through your phone, you're using electrical energy to power that device. These examples show us that energy is not just something abstract, it's constantly being transferred from one form to another, powering our lives in ways we might not even realize. Isn't it amazing to realize how much we depend on energy, even for the simplest things? So, where does all this energy come from? Well, there's a whole array of sources, each with their own unique characteristics. Let's dive in and explore some of them. First up, we have the sun, our very own star, radiating energy in the form of light and heat. This is harnessed as solar energy, which is renewable, meaning it won't run out as long as the sun keeps shining. Next, we have wind energy. You've probably seen those massive wind turbines dotting the landscape, right? They convert the kinetic energy from the wind into electrical energy, another renewable source. Then there are fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. We've relied on these for centuries, but here's the catch: they're non-renewable. Once used up, they're gone for good. Not to mention there are other sources like hydropower, nuclear energy, and even geothermal energy, each with their own set of pros and cons. And there you have it. Energy is all around us and comes from a variety of sources. So, if energy is so important, should we be worried about running out? Well, the answer is both yes and no. Yes, because some forms of energy like fossil fuels are finite and will eventually run out. No, because by practicing energy conservation, we can ensure that we have enough energy for our future. So, what is energy conservation? It's basically using less energy by being more efficient in our energy use. Think about this. When you leave a room, do you always remember to switch off the lights? Or do you make it a point to use energy-efficient appliances at home? These might seem like small steps, but they can make a big difference in the long run. And this brings us to the concept of sustainability. It's about meeting our own needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. And conserving energy is a key part of this. By using less energy, we reduce the strain on our resources, contributing to a sustainable future. Remember, every bit of energy saved is energy generated for the future, so conserve, conserve, conserve.